does a scenario exist where Tyson and Bobby both make the 23?
I have no idea.
You indicated after last game, tomorrow's kind of a dress rehearsal, mostly kind of an opening on still the plan.
Yeah, kind of.
John, there was no Adam Ginning or Ronnie Adder in practice. I'm assuming
Down.
They're down.
Yep.
Where do you think they stood in terms of competing and trying to make your lineup at some point?
Good camp. It's been a much more. I think it's another year in the process for them. Makes our decisions not only now but going forward more interesting in that position, defense. But right now in their process, they need to go and play. Does that stop them from coming back here? No. You know that position defense is going to be looked at all year long as far as is he ready or not? Maybe bring another guy. So they're in that equation for sure. I think Lehigh's going to have a very good defense this year. So it just kind of it joins closer with us. That minor league situation and us, there's going to be a lot of interchangeable parts, and I think that is just the process working. Another year with the organization with some kids and see where we go.
Moving to the goalie battle for a second. Urson and Sandstrom are still here. Obviously, Hart is the number one if he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys are basically who are left battling for that backup job. Do you envision tomorrow them getting one last chance to show what they have?
No, Archie's playing the whole game.
So in that case, are you pretty much just looking at what they do in practice now until Monday?
Hartsy's our guy. Ursa's backing him up.
Okay.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at. They're 1 and 2.
Is that Carter's,
Stop that question.
Is that Carter's decision that do you talk to him about how much preparation he needs before going into the season? Or do you just
Dilly, as far as camp.
Yeah, as far as how much playing time he wants in the preseason before.
Yeah, Dilly. I let Dilly handle that. But now, that was a conversation prior to camp. The scrimmage games all through it, as far as how he's going to handle them. No decision was made at that time. Who's 2, 3, whatever it may be. We've come to that decision, and now Sandy stays here with us. The mandate to Dilly is get our 1 and 2 ready to go for opening night, and that'll be Hartsey and Earth, and we'll see what happens from there.
Now that you've been around with Mark Stahl here during camp, what kind of effect have you seen him maybe having with some of the younger guys, and how do you plan to use him, I guess?
I don't know. Again, as I stated with Mark, and we stated publicly, we're still we don't want to have kids lose ice time. Mark is going to be a mentor. I know he's already grabbed a couple of guys after a practice and talked to them and worked on some things with them. Doesn't mean Mark Stahl is going to play, but that's what I have to kind of referee. Is it getting in the way of a development of a guy, or is that guy just not ready and Stahlsy plays? Those are things that I can't forecast. We'll just see how it goes. But Mark's going to do, like I said, he's going to do. I'm not sure how much off the ice versus on the ice. I think he can handle both roles, and really important piece to us as far as where we're at as a team.
What have you seen from Emil that makes him still here when this is all shaken out on defense?
Who?
Andre?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some feistiness to him. I thought played well in spots in the exhibition games. Thought he had a really good third period. I forget who we were playing the other night. I thought he had a really good third period. Almost scores in the OT. He's one of those guys that is going to play a role in this somewhere along the way. And but right now we feel him and Z will stay, and we'll see what happens. We met with some of the guys this morning that went down. There wasn't any really negative conversations. It was all good stuff. We just I don't want to keep 10. We'll keep 8 right now, and then we'll see how the season plays out. It can be interchangeable.
When you say we'll keep 8, do you envision keeping 8 to start the regular season?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We're going to wait. We still have a week here before we play. I wanted those two to practice with us. Danny agreed, and we'll just see as we get closer. I'm not sure when. I think we have to get to 23. I think we have 25 now. That's right. Monday is the day, so we'll have to make some decisions by then.
With regards to Zamula, you mentioned he's staying up here. You said earlier in the week that you thought he was really impressive in Friday's game in Boston. What did you think about his game earlier this week?
Yeah, played well. Still inconsistent in some certain areas, but he's hard to look by with all his reach, and he sees the ice really well. It's him. He sees the ice, but sometimes I think he's too slow in making that play he sees. I'm not sure if he's looking for another play or not, but it's something I've talked to him a couple of times about. If you see that play, let's get going. And, just the quickness of it. That's the key at that position. Like we talked to Adard and Yinning today, they've got to work on that in the American League too. Just the quick looks that they have and get going. I don't want them to play at the American League speed. They got to try to keep their speed up because this league's just a little bit quicker than the American League. That's the same thing with Z. But he rehabbed hard. He got himself ready for camp. We liked the pairing with him and Sanny for a number of minutes. I'm not sure where it all falls, but that's what we'll stay with right now.
He's kind of in an odd situation a little bit because he's no longer waiver exempt. If he were to be sent down, you guys risk losing him for nothing. So that, I'm sure, plays into Danny's decision in terms of how this shakes out. But is he in a spot where if he makes the team, he's going to play a lot? Or are you okay, given the situation, having him serve as kind of like a 6-7?
Yeah, we don't want to – we just don't want a practice player at that age. Those are decisions that management and coach have to talk about where we think he's going to be as far as minutes. And you can't hide it. Waivers plays a part in some of it because you don't want to lose your asset either. I believe in playing the kids. It's the part of the process that we're at right now with our team. I don't think there's going to be many situations when we run into we're not playing him enough. Let's try to sneak him down. I don't think we can go about our business that way. So I'm not going to forecast anything, but that we're all on the same page. Myself, Danny, Jonesy, Dan Hilferty. We need to find out what these kids are and go with it and take some lumps with it along the way because we will.
You mentioned about not knowing how it's going to shake out with Bobby and Tyson, but just kind of looking at it from the outside, if those guys are going to make the team and they're going to be on the roster, you probably want them in top 9 roles. And the way the roster shakes out, for that to happen, you guys probably would have to shake up that 4th line, which you guys have really liked throughout camp. Is that something you guys would be willing to do, to shake up that 4th line?
Haven't even gotten there yet because I'm just not sure what it ends up being Monday. And you can ask me that question when we finalize things Monday.
One or two more. How much does wanting those two specifically to play in games factor in the decision? Obviously, one of them makes the Bobby and Tyson.
Yeah.
One of them makes the team. They're maybe 3rd line right wing with the other guy. You don't want that guy sitting, correct?
No. It's the same thing we're talking about with Z. We want the kids playing, and these are some things, and I guess I'm kind of dodging the question because we haven't really come up with our answer yet either, and I'm not going to give you the answer. I haven't even talked to the kids, so I'll be very forthright when we make those decisions.
Nick Sealer's a guy who gained trust in last year, played him almost every game. He's another guy who falls in that veteran, but so does Sean Walker for that matter. I guess working and getting those guys playing time and working the kids in too.
Yeah. Again, the Seals and Walks will play tomorrow. Stahlsy will play tomorrow too, and like Danny and I after the game the other night, we said, let's just got a lot of things going on in our heads. We'll talk tomorrow. This is a good thing. This is something that it means, maybe some of our guys are progressing, and we have to start making decisions. It's kind of the 2nd year of a process we're going through. We have to make some decisions on people, but we haven't yet. We'll play one more exhibition game. I have thoughts. Danny has thoughts. We'll all get together and decide like what that starting lineup might be in Columbus. I still haven't totally gotten there yet. We're just going to let it play out. So, but it's all. I'm glad we can't pencil in. Okay, this is going to be our lineup, and those guys are down. It's come closer now. You know, the American League guys, the young kids have progressed, and we brought in some people that kind of clouded our lineup too. Hathaway comes in, Stahlsy comes in, Paling comes in, who's been a really good player for us in exhibition. So it closes the gap, and it kind of confuses you. Confusion's good when you're in a process. We just got to unconfuse it sometime by Monday.
One quick question about injury. Is Tuamala banged up a little bit? Is that why
He's nicked, yeah.
He's nicked.
Yeah, he's got to get cleared. And there's another guy. I'll tell you right now. He's a guy I thought had a terrific camp, and but he won't start with us. He's going to go down, but he's another guy that you might see. You know, this is all as the season goes on. We'll see how it plays out. So it's really healthy for the organization. And everybody thinks it's the first year of this. Last year I was rebuilding in my mind, and I think it's the second year of where the process is. And then you keep on going, and then maybe a couple years down the road you add some free agents. I think it's really healthy.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.